What's poppin', savvy investors? It's your savvy investor Dex here with another video. And sadly, this video is gonna be about how was brother Takeoff taken from us so soon, along with other rappers like Mo3, King Von, and just many more. So without further ado, let's get right into it, guys. So guys, as you can see, this video is titled, Why Was Takeoff Taken From Us So Soon? Takeoff was taken from us for the same reason that Mo3 was taken from us, other rappers was taken from us. I would say that the same reason that crime happens everywhere in our neighborhoods, you know, poverty mindset. You're like, poverty, like, you know, Takeoff, poverty, Mo3, poverty. Them guys had money, they were successful, they had fans, they had followers. They had girls, they had all the stuff that quote unquote are the symbols to say that we made it, right? And all this stuff. Why were they taken from us if they got all of this stuff that we think represents what success is, right? And I want to preface this by saying I'm speaking to black men. I'm speaking to not all black men. I'm speaking to black business owners, black successful men. I'm speaking to men that see themselves being successful one day. Maybe you still in your, you know, poverty surroundings per se. You know, that don't mean you have to live there up top, but maybe you're physically still in those surroundings. Maybe you still figuring it out. I'm still figuring it out. I don't have it all together, but I'm okay. You know, my family doesn't live in a war zone. You know, my son can go outside and play without be worried about a drive-by or something crazy like that happening. So yeah, let me get right into it, guys. Well, let me say, rest in peace, Takeoff. We don't, us as fans, we know Takeoff, and I forget his real name right now, the name his mom gave him. But us as fans, we know Takeoff. We don't know who he was, you know, as a man. We don't know who he was as a person. And I wish I could use his real name, but like I said, it just slipping my mind right now for whatever reason. So we won't miss too much, us as fans. I mean, we won't get new music from him, obviously. But we know Takeoff. We got tons of memories with Takeoff. We got so much music with Takeoff. His family, they don't really care about Takeoff. They miss who he was as a man. They miss the man. They miss the man that was given a name by his mama. They know things about him that we don't know. They know the crazy thing he did when he fell off a bike when he was 8 years old. They know the struggles that he done been through. So they gonna miss that man. That's who gonna be mourning. Fans not gonna be mourning. We gonna cut his music on, pop a bottle and celebrate him that way, and forget about him 2 weeks later. So I just want to start by saying, you know, prayers to him. I mean, prayers to his family, and may peace be with him. Why was brother Takeoff taken from us? Poverty mindset. Poverty mindset. I'm gonna stand by that. I say poverty mindset because we have something in our community that's called, you know, keeping it real. I added something to that when I got a little older and I had a better understanding of how the world works. And I said, man, all these dudes, they be keep that quote unquote say they're keeping it real. You know what they doing? They keeping it real stupid. They keeping it real stupid, right? I'm gonna use myself for an example. I don't want to put, you know, nobody in this. Me, for example, I come from a 2-parent household, small town in Mississippi. We lived in poverty for a little while. My parents got us out of the situation we was in. When I was like in 6th grade, we moved to a pretty nice neighborhood, 2nd or 3rd black family to live out there. So things was okay. And that's when I began to notice the difference in thought process, right? That's when I began to, it was more so like, they would try to, like, people would try to shame me from my community for what my parents moved me to. So I'm gonna fast forward that to an adult. I would say most guys where I'm from, not to speak on anybody I personally know, but most guys where I'm from don't make the type of money I make. They don't. I mean, our last real estate deal, I think I brought in like 40 grand, you know, partners and I. We got one that closed today. We got one that's closing like Wednesday or Thursday next week. So with that being said, I invested in myself to learn the knowledge. I put the work in, I put the time in, I put the effort in, I put myself in the right circles, all that good stuff. Let's go back in time a little bit before the real estate and stuff though, right? How about when, about 5-6 years ago, pre-dad, I owned a restaurant and a food truck. This was a food truck I ran in the hometown that I grew up in, right? At that point, mentally I knew I was in a different place than most guys. So I just couldn't be around the same circles like that, or certain circles like that. Because they see me being in a mentally different place as disrespect. And when you're around poverty or poverty mindset, they feel like when they're disrespected or when they feel disrespected, they can respond with violence. They can respond with taking something from you or doing something to you. You know, versus responding with words or explaining why they feel the way they feel, right? So what I quickly learned was, like, man, these guys don't know, you know, how hard I struggle in my business. They just assuming I'm making all this money. They have no clue the debt, the time, the hours, the commitment, the money I spend to keep it going, the profits, the bottom line, the top line. They have no clue about none of that stuff. All they know is this Dexter that we grew up with, how the fuck you get a food truck, how the fuck you get a restaurant, how the fuck he got vending machines, who he think he is. That's all they know. That's the mindset. And that's not everybody. I'm saying the ones that do think like that, right? That's all they know. So when I go around those guys and the slightest thing happen that they don't like with me, they looking for something to pop off. They looking for a reason to confront me or put hands on me or rob me or any of this or any of that. But I understand that because I come from the community, and it's a community that's majority in poverty in America. Just, you know, let's just say what it is. You know, the majority of my community is in poverty. So I understand the mindset through and through. So the reason people like Takeoff and other artists are taken from us is because they get the success, they invest in themselves, they work really hard, but they cannot escape that poverty mindset. That poverty mindset is like, it's like stuck with them for whatever reason, you know? And I'm not gonna say Takeoff, I'm not trying to say Takeoff was a, you know, stupid guy or anything along those lines by any stretch of the imagination, right? Not at all. I'm not trying to say that. What I'm saying is, guys, I'm simply saying when you're to a level of success, there's certain things, certain places, certain people that you should not associate with. I'm sure we've all heard that term of this person thinks he or she is better than them. But I wouldn't necessarily say that a person thinks they're better, but I will confidently say some people are here and some people are here. And the people that are here typically have more to lose, so you may not want to be caught with too many people that's here. Maybe you can get caught with the people that's on their way up or the people that's trying to climb up. But even you got to watch out with some of them people, because sometimes those people pull on you to get up and they pull you down, and not both of y'all back here. You know, so I just wanted to come say I think most of these guys are murdered and taken away from us so soon. It's because they put themselves in environments where the poverty mindset still lives. You think that would have happened if people would have been at the Boulevard, or if they would have been at the Boulevard shooting dice? And I get it was a private party. Make a walkthrough. I'm not finna chill. Why am I chilling here? I don't have no reason to be here. You think I'll make a walkthrough, say my, you know, pleasantries and be on my way? Well, I'm not gonna sit here and hold the wall up. I'm not gonna sit here and entertain none of these conversations. There's nothing for me here. There's nothing for me to be gained here. There's nothing for me to learn here, per se. I will show my face, say my hays and my buys, and let that be it. But in regards to chilling and hanging around and shooting the shits, no, I'm probably not gonna do that, you know? So I would say to the guys out there that look like me, the guys out there that look like me, that are trying to get to a better place, the guys that's in a better place, guys, let's not get caught slipping out here, putting ourselves in poverty-minded situations, just because it wears a dress. And the dress that night was private party. You know, supposedly everybody was checking for guns. The fact that they got to check for guns lets me know I shouldn't be there. So I'm gonna end the video on that note, guys. I appreciate y'all for checking it out. It's your Savvy Investor Dex, and remember, y'all stay savvy.